Toy Story 2 features one of the most emotional songs of all time. When She Loved Me, written by Randy Newman and performed by Sarah McLachlan, features in a beautifully emotional montage about Jessie and her old owner, Emily, where Jessie recalls the happy times before being outgrown and donated to charity. In this video, I'm going to break down what I call the Toy Story Cadence and show you how you can incorporate it into your own chord sequences. Let's dive in. Hello, welcome to the Keys Coach YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out the channel before, my name's Adam and I help piano players get a little bit more creative at the keys. Today we're going to be looking at what I think is one of the most emotional songs of all time. We're going to be breaking down a little cadence that Randy Newman uses in the song When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 is such a nostalgic film for me. I watched this film growing up and this song has got so much kind of depth. It's kind of haunting, but kind of so beautiful at the same time. It's honestly one of my favourite songs. So let me show you what that cadence sounds like. When she loved me. Kind of brings the song to kind of a close, the section of the song to a close. It's just beautiful. For any hardcore Toy Story fans, this song was originally in the key of F, but I've transposed it up to the key of C just because I think C is such a great key for learning a new harmonic concept. So we're going to do this in the key of C. And I'm going to start by breaking down exactly what's going on here. So we're going to have a look at our right hand first. Now I've tweaked the rhythm very slightly here just to give it a bit more of a groove. And the rhythm is the most important part here. So there's our kind of pulse. And the pattern is between the on beats and the off beats. So it uses a mixture of both, but most of them are off. So watch this. This is the rhythm. I'll speak it for you. It goes on, off, 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 on, off, 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 off. Notice there's two on beats and then the rest of them are off. On, off, 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 off. On, off, 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 off. Let's have a look at that really slowly in our right hand. So this C in our little finger is just being held all the way down. So this is a really hard thing to do actually, to hold down one finger while the rest of our fingers do something else. It's much harder than it looks. So that might be a little challenge you have to just work on and really make sure you're holding that finger down. What's happening with the other part of our hand? Well, our thumb is playing a C, an octave below, and our third finger is playing a G and then working its way down. So I'll do that again. So it's kind of working its way down. It's going from a G to an F to an E to a D. And it's just doing it in that rhythm we looked at earlier. Okay, let's look at the left hand part. Now our left hand is kind of doing a similar thing. Our little finger is going to be holding down that C all the way through, and then the rest of our hand is going to be doing that rhythm we looked at. So watch this. I'll break that down really slowly. I'll do it again. This is the first half of it. And there's actually an additional note where we don't actually play anything in our right hand on that little beat at the beginning. Watch. That little G, do you spot that? When we put it together, the G is on its own down here, okay? That's a little thing to watch out for later. I'll play the whole of the left hand pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as always, I want you to be able to practice everything from these videos at home. So I've put together a free PDF lesson book, which contains the notation for everything I'm covering today, along with all the backing tracks. You can go and grab that. It's completely free. The link is in the video description. So I'm now going to play through that whole cadence and put my hands together. Here it is. There's a lot there, and it's really hard to put hands together initially, but you just have to break it down really slowly. Let me just show you a few little pointers. First of all, your little fingers go down together. See that? That's the first thing that kicks it off. And then you've got this additional note in your left hand on the G. See that there? It's just like a little kind of lift off into the groove. So what are those chords if we break down the chords that are actually going on? Well, it starts off on a C, and then it goes to a C major 7 there. We've got the B there for a C major 7. That's kind of like an F major chord over C. We've got an F major chord here, being played between both our hands, and a C in our little finger, so it's F over C. That is a C chord, just a straightforward C kind of triad. And then that is like a D minor 7, D, C, and F. We're just missing out the A, but it's like a D minor 7 over C. So if you're wondering what those chords are, I'd think of them as C, C major 7, F over C, C, and D minor 7. There's the whole pattern. Now, I'm going to have a go at playing through this whole cadence using a backing track. There it is. It's just so nostalgic for me, this cadence. And it makes me think immediately of Randy Newman. Randy Newman does this in so many different songs. And one of the things I like to do, as soon as I've got a sequence like this kind of trick, is to kind of think, how can I put this into my own sequences to kind of make it my own, rather than only being able to play it when I'm playing the song When She Loved Me. So let me just give you an example that I might do, right? So say I was playing a chord sequence and I'm swimming about in the key of C. Here we go. Coming to the end. You can kind of use it. You spot it there, it's just at the end. You can kind of use it as a way of doing delayed resolution. It kind of delays the resolution back to C, rather than just going... Like, okay, we're back home. What you can do is you can go... Oh, and then we're home. You see, it's like a little kind of launch back into the key of C. It's great. By the way, if you ever find with these videos that I'm going a little bit quick and you just can't quite pick up exactly what I'm doing, YouTube can help you out. If you look down in the corner of your playback window, there's a gear icon which you can click and change the playback speed, and it'll keep the pitch all the same, but it'll just slow things down for you. You can do like half speed, all these different speeds, and it will just mean that it'll really break it down just a little bit slower so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Now, as regular viewers to this channel will know, one of the things I love to do is to take a little harmonic trick and get it into my own chord sequences as quickly as possible. That way you aren't only limited to playing it, in this case, in When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2. It means you can then put it into any song you're playing. And it's such a fantastic way of kind of expanding your kind of vocabulary on the piano. So that is exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to take this little When She Loved Me Toy Story cadence and try and put it into our own chord sequence. So this new sequence is also in the key of C. We're going to stick in the key of C for this, and it begins on chord 1, which is a C chord. So there is our first voicing for that. It then goes to an E7, and that's my voicing there for E7, and then it goes A minor 7. Then we're going to make that A minor 7, we're going to make it an A7 by raising this note up here at the top from a C to a C sharp. And then we're just going to walk up to a D minor 7. I'll break that down really slowly for you. You know what I've just realised, actually? I think I might have rewritten How Deep Is Your Love here. It's, I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. Sometimes when you come up with your own sequences, you realise that you actually rewrite other people's sequences. But let's just stick with it for the moment, okay? Right, so we got C. We got E7. We've got A minor 7. And then we go A7. Walking up to D minor 7, and then to a chord called F minor 6, which is here. And that is our voicing for F minor 6. And then from there, we're going to go into our Randy Newman Toy Story Cadence. We're going to play that twice. There it is. Okay, let's try it all the way through with the backing track. Go again. Now, if you're someone who wants to take this even further, what would this sound like if we didn't just use notes from C major? If you look, all of these notes fall into C major, fall into the C major scale. They're all white notes. What would happen if we just sort of tweaked them a little bit? Watch this. Ooh, moving into new territory. You see, you're just tweaking the notes, and it kind of just means that it goes on a bit more of a kind of weird journey. You almost don't have to worry about what chords it is you're playing. You can just kind of play about with it and just see what you can come up with. I'm going to have a go at playing that through with the track. And every time I get to that Toy Story cadence, I'm just going to tweak the notes in the middle and see what I can come up with. Like that. Let's go again. It's such a fun trick to do that, literally just to play around with those middle notes and see what you can come up with. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to go and grab all those free resources. The links are in the video description. And can I ask a really small favor? If you've got some value out of this video, could you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ding the bell and all that good stuff, because it really helps us to grow the channel and reach new people. And if you're looking for another video to take your keys playing to that next level, check out this video right here.